NBA playoffs. Round 1 continues. The Clippers, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Both teams taking the temperature of this series in Game 1. Now they know what to expect. Let's get going on Game 2 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubac in at the 5. And for Denver, Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the center position. You take a look at the Nuggets. They did what they needed to do in Game 1. Now they just have to keep it going.
They really do. I mean, the pressure is on them to keep home court advantage. This should be a tougher game than that first one.
Now here's Porter. Brown passes to Murray. Now Gordon. Porter looks it over. Pass to Jokic. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots over Zubac. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Porter.
Well, Jokic often likes to pass from that spot, but he can also hit the jump shot.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Nuggets. He told me that one key will be holding James Harden in check. He said they don't want to let Harden get too much penetration, and when he does drive the lane, they're going to shade him left and force him into his weaker right hand. It's a strategy teams have used on Harden before, so we'll see how effective it is tonight.
Okay, thank you, Allie. There's a screen. Pass to Brown. Now Jokic.
Well, you know, a great thing about Jokic is the cohesion he brings to the team. His ball movement and teamwork are contagious.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. Zubac with a screen on Porter. Here's Leonard. Knocks down the 18-footer.
Yeah, Kawhi, a master of the mid-range. For most, it's not efficient, but for him, it's cash money.
Gordon outside. Back to Murray. Leonard pulls down the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Harden with the slam.
It is so difficult to guard Harden on the drive. Tremendous finishing at the hoop, but he's also elite at drawing fouls.
Here's Brown. Picked by Murray. Brown passes to Murray. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. And out of bounds, Denver will have it. And the Nuggets call time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
A different look for Denver. Watson comes in for Porter Jr., and it's Russell Westbrook in for Brown. Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. Dunn comes in for Bogdanovich. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Westbrook outside. Screen by Watson. And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Jones. And it's the Clippers on the break. Good work defensively by Gordon.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Watson passes to Murray. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And again, it's Denver missing. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. To the middle. Here's Leonard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Peyton Watson.
And what a move by Leonard. Baiting the defender to get them where he wants them.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the evening. The first one falls.
A member of the NBA 75 team. Kawhi's done pretty much everything on the court. Multiple Finals MVP, multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. I mean, we're watching an all-timer in Leonard.
Jordan's checked in for Denver. Porter Jr. comes in for Gordon. Ivica Zubac's checked in for Los Angeles. Ben Simmons comes in for Harden. And Leonard drops them both.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
Pass to Watson. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Porter. To the paint. Second chance effort. And Zubac with the lay-in.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Leonard for 3. Sinks it from distance. Leonard's got 7 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Simmons against Murray. Jordan with a screen on Simmons. Murray for 3. The putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
They've got Peyton Watson. He's out there with Michael Porter Jr. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. Now here's Westbrook. No points so far. And that one drops for him.
Oh, unlimited energy. That's what Westbrook brings. No problems bouncing off contact.
Now here's Simmons. off the glass.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Jordan. Down low. Here's Porter. And it's Denver with another.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Strawther. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Bogdan Bogdanović comes in for Simmons. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now here's Leonard, tightly guarded, puts up a three. They get it again. Second chance shot. Here's Zubac. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Zubac has got 6.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Westbrook against Bogdanović. From 13, it's rebounded by Los Angeles. Outside Jones. Pass to Zubac. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Zubac screen. Here's Dunn. Here's the second effort. And Zubac finishes inside. Give him 8 points now.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
Porter gets the bucket.
Well, that's his game. Porter Jr. is a knockdown shooter off the catch.
Outside Jones. Back to Dunn. Westbrook against Bogdanović. Zubac with a screen on Westbrook. Bogdanović from all range. On target from range. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Well, always ready to get off a three of his own. That last bucket was just added motivation for Bogdanović.
Now a timeout called by Denver. different look for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Jordan, and it's Watson in for Porter Jr. Here's Murray. Still without a bucket. Outside Watson. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Jokic with a screen on Leonard. Watson passes to Jokic. No stopping Jokic in the paint.
Strength and determination from Jokic inside, scoring through the contact.
Back to Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Yeah, few guys drop dimes like Westbrook. He has an innate talent for setting up shooters.
Right side, Bogdanovich. Pass to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Murray against Simmons. Murray passes to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Murray's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And a deep three from Leonard. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, guys. Zoo, a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
We just have to be ourselves, just be ourselves, move the ball, play the unselfish, and we're going to get ourselves an offense.
Stay true to you, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Denver Nuggets.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. An interesting postseason for the Nuggets. They were able to hold serve in Game 1, but they'll need that same effort to make the most of their home court edge.
Yeah, don't get comfortable. It's only one game, and it was a game that they were supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got a great chance to take a commanding lead in this series, Shaq. You could go up 2-0, and I don't see them losing the series.
Some big expectations on this game, too. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. Boy, we've seen Ivica Zubac really having a great game.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
Well, the lights are bright in this matchup, and he's had no problem playing up to the moment.
Here's Murray. Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Zubac in at center, filling out the middle. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his first foul of the game. The Clippers lead by 7. Outside Bogdanovic. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Murray. Leonard pulls down the board. Murray's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Outside Bogdanovic. Zubac with it. Leonard left side. Can't connect from short range. Nuggets trail by 7. To the inside. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, Gordon is known for his athleticism, and he loves rising up to throw it down.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Harden. And he converts the layup. Harden's got his second basket.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
Inside, here's Gordon. Ooh, solid D from Leonard.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Leonard just muscles his way in.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Gordon outside.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Screen by Gordon. To the left wing. Clock at 6. Jokic in the post. He's guarded by Zubac.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Harden surveying the D. Takes a 3. Knocks it down from distance. And it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
He's never shy to let it go from three-point range. Harden wants to make the D's job as tough as possible.
And here's Porter outside. And another miss by Denver. The Clippers lead by 12. Down low. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Well, you might think of Murray as just a scoring point guard, but he's also a great playmaker.
Now here's Leonard. 9 points in the game. No good there. Good work defensively by Gordon. Here's Westbrook. And it's blocked by Harden. They kick it out to Murray. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And that sends Jamal Murray to the free throw line. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. A different look for Denver. Jordan comes in for Jokic, and it's Watson in for Gordon. And the Clippers making a change here. The free throw drops from Murray.
Well, Jamal Murray, we know, is one of the elite shot makers in the game, and his passing is much improved as well.
Murray against Simmons. With the 10-footer. No one near him. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. We'll be back in a moment. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
Keep attacking, all right? Now, come on, be aggressive, all right? Let's move the ball, let's swing the ball, move body, drive and kick, all right?
Staying focused on the task at hand. Coach Lue urging his guys on.
It's all about focus and how you execute. When this team is playing together, they're dangerous.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. Christian Braun out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Murray in at the point guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Now here's Westbrook. Outside Murray. Here's Jordan. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Murray moving that ball, creating for others.
Here's Bogdanovich to the paint. And it's Simmons with the jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Now here's Murray. To the inside. Jordan. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
That free throw misses. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Denver. Porter Jr. comes in for Westbrook. And the second free throw is good. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Bogdanovich. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Zubac. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
The Nuggets want a timeout. Denver making a change here. Jokic is checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Clippers on D. Here's the pick. Murray with it. Harden picks him up. Jokic against Powell. Pass to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Jokic. Over Powell. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And nothing seems to get to Jokic. So poised and calm under pressure.
Here's Leonard. So good near the hoop. Leonard.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Got a piece of it. Gordon with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Harden against Jokic. And here's Porter outside. He drops it from range. Now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, he's an NBA champion, and Porter Jr. knows when to step up.
Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And Gordon with the big finish.
Really a grizzled veteran at this point. Gordon's a guy who's been in these spots.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough on the miss. So he comes up empty, missing both. And it's Porter with the ball for Denver. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Shot by Leonard, no good. And here's Denver. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside for Porter. Second shot opportunity. Yes! Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings them within 1. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
The Nuggets want a timeout. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
And here's Porter outside. Oh, he nails it! Oh, a tremendous 3! We're tied!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Leonard looking over the floor. Oh, it falls!
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. It might have been just game 2 of the series, but this one felt like a must-win.
I just love the fire they played with tonight. It's the playoffs, and they really brought the energy.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Kawhi, you got some hot scoring off the bench tonight. What's it like having that kind of firepower from the reserves?
It's great. You know, when you're playing in the playoffs, you need a bench because every night isn't going to be going for the starters. And, you know, those guys come in and do a great job on both ends of the floor. And if we come out the game with a lead, they'll push it up for us.
As a champion, you would know. Thanks, Kawhi.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.